In Operation Crime and Justice, the grief and frustration of losing a relative to murder leads to a large gathering in Cookeville.
And as Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier shows us, that special event was to remember the murder victims on the Cumberland Plateau.
It's a club you pray you never join, but the family members of murder victims have a special kinship that has grown out of agony and mutual understanding.
Christy Wilson, Alan Ray Foster,
Monica Cason is reading names in front of the old courthouse in Cookeville.
Aaron Shane Key.
Every name a life cut short violently. These are murder victims of District 13, 7 counties on the Cumberland Plateau, anchored by Putnam County. You might guess how much this hurts, but what comes as a surprise is how isolated a victim's family feels.
The loneliness, the feeling of you're alone, and you lose your friends because people don't know they don't know what to say. They don't want to talk about your loved one.
Monica lost her brother Brandon, official cause drug overdose, but what made her sick was his dead body was robbed. Jewelry, wallet, even his shoes. That thief was never brought to justice. Monica still suffers.
For if you always think of me, I will have never gone.
And there is something about never getting justice that makes the loss even worse. Brian Agee's daughter, Lauren Agee, died under mysterious circumstances at Center Hill Lake. 10 years later, no one has been brought to justice.
If there was justice, we would have the answers that we really already know. And it's just a shame that we don't have that yet. But again, we're still after it, pursuing it, and we're never going to stop so we can get some answers. And you know, people say, hopefully you'll get closure. You'll never get closure, not from a child. But it will help us live the next day a little bit better.
The man who killed Alex Hughes was prosecuted as a juvenile. He gets out of jail at the end of the week. Inconceivable for mom Deanne Brooks. His release has changed her life, even changed her address.
I have moved out of town because I could not walk the streets with the murder of my son. I don't even know if I can say this, but this is the reason that people take justice into their own hands.
These families come to remember and honor their loved ones who are no longer with us.
Just 3 glimpses, 3 quick insights into suffering, this square full of these feelings, these stories that have no end. When the organizers started putting together the names of all the murder victims on the plateau since the 1980s, they thought, well, it's going to be a lot, but we have time. We'll probably have to read 100 names. Much more pain than that. They have nearly 200 names just going back to the 80s.
John Thomas Klaus.
What to do with all this suffering? Here's some advice from someone who has lived it for a decade.
You just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and she would have expected me to do exactly that. And I have to be the rock among all the kids and all the friends and all the people to stand in there and say, hey, look, we got this.
There were people there that have suffered a murder this month, and there were some that were decades old, and you can tell the difference. Those fresh murders, you can see the shock in people's faces. But as Brian Agee says, it will always stay with you no matter what, but it will also get better. Hang in there. I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.